Hey, good morning YouTube. It's another beautiful day here in Costa Rica. Now this episode of Short-Term Rental Secrets is coming from Costa Rica, which is really special to me. You see, I was born here, so I'm down here with my 3 amazing daughters. We're enjoying some time together before they go back to school, and we're just having the time of our life. And now you might be questioning, what does this have to do with short-term rental secrets and your future and putting money in your pocket? And the answer is everything. You see, one of the things I like to do before I travel, whether it be for business or pleasure or anything, is to check out all the sites, Airbnb and VRBO and Booking.com, and just see what's available. I like to try and stay in somebody's home when I travel. One, to see what they do and what the local experience is like. It's better for me than a hotel in many ways. But often I find, and that's sort of the opportunity, that there's just not quality listings or they don't market it properly, and oftentimes I can't actually stay in an Airbnb. And so in this particular case, I'm here in Playa Pan de Azucar, or Sugar Beach in Guanacaste in Costa Rica. It's absolutely gorgeous and desolate, remote. There's nobody here. It's amazing. But there really wasn't a place for me to stay on Airbnb. And so I ended up staying at the Hotel Sugar Beach, which is highly recommended and super chill and cool. We're having a great time. But I did go through that exercise. I wanted to try and stay at an Airbnb. I encourage you to do the same thing before you travel, whether it be for work or pleasure, just to get a lay of the land, see what's out there. And then when you're down here, try and figure out if this is a place that you want to spend more time, if there's an opportunity for you to make an investment, if you'd like to retire down here. And some of the things to consider are things like safety. Costa Rica is very safe. Water, can you drink the water? Costa Rica, you can drink the water. Education, to the extent that you have kids or that's important to your family. What's the education system like? Costa Rica is the most literate country in Central America. I think they have 99% literacy. They have no army. So you just want to start to take a look at some of the things that you would look for in your quality of life, and not just in a rental apartment or a house. And then when you're down here, like I do, take a look for infrastructure. It's really great to have this awesome remote experience that's going to look great on Airbnb and that people are going to want to stay in. But don't forget, you're running a business, and so you need to service that. You need to be able to fulfill on the operations end of it. So you want to see if there's infrastructure. How hard is it to get supplies and cleaning people and internet and electric and all of the things that we take for granted perhaps in the United States. If you start to explore more exotic remote destinations, these become real challenges. You don't want a headache on your hands. You want something that's amazing and awesome. I'm going to turn around here, and scalable. And so you want to start looking at things like infrastructure. And I've taken a look a little bit in Costa Rica. Since I was born here, I'd like to spend more time here on a go-forward basis, and I'd like to add a property here. I've determined that the Guanacaste area, for me, isn't the ideal location. So the good news is I have to come back to Costa Rica, do more due diligence, travel around, check out a few other parts of the country. And I've been here many times, and so I have a few ideas already. But make all of your travel part of your short-term rental theory, and see what you might add and where you might add it and what's available, and meet with some realtors if you have time, interest. We're working on a tool that helps me analyze the cash flows and the income potential, and we'd be happy to share that with you. And start to think about, the quality of life, and would you like to spend more time here? Would you like to add this to your portfolio? And one thing that I like to look for is, I like to be early to a place so that I can own the sort of the marketing and develop a brand and a reputation, but I don't want to be so early that the infrastructure doesn't exist. You just want to make sure that there's infrastructure in place to satisfy your guests and their needs and your needs to run the business. But I really enjoy doing this. It's work and play at the same time. I get to travel and look at places that I want to add to my portfolio. I get to see what the competition looks like. I meet with property brokers. I meet with property managers. And then I ultimately make an assessment as to whether this is something that fits my portfolio. And I just wanted to share with you some of that. The other thing I wanted to share with you was, while I'm not staying at an Airbnb, as I flew from Newark Airport down to Liberia, the 2 women that sat next to me on the airplane, we started talking. And they were staying at a VRBO. In fact, they stayed at one the year prior, which they loved. And then they had such a good experience, they wanted to try another VRBO in another part of the country. And so my point is, here's a random person that I just happened to sit with next to on an airplane just by chance. We started talking about short-term rentals. They use it in their travels. They've had great experiences. They're going to use it more and more. And that's really encouraging for us that are hosts. So if you found this video interesting and helpful, go ahead and smash the like button, thumbs up. Leave any comments or feedback, happy to respond. And please go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're constantly developing new content for you, adding value, hopefully putting more revenue in your pocket and helping you broaden and expand the way that you think about this stuff. And in the meantime, I'm out. I'm gonna go enjoy this beautiful day with my kids here in Costa Rica. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.